The I am is the primary illusion. 13th January, 1980. I talked a lot of topsy-turvy in the morning, but unless that happens, the creation of Iswara will not come by. I talked about secretions, without which Iswara will not be created. I said I am Rama, Krishna, Mohammed, and so on. But since when? Until you abide in your actual state, these things, black magic, are going to happen. Just as you explain how departing lamas tell about their future births, it's because they like to be and are fond of rebirth. Some siddhas even have the powers to reincarnate or enter into someone else's body, like Shankaracharya did. How can you reincarnate when you don't incarnate? Yes, that is my understanding too. When did one come to know that his parents were or are? Only in the dream world of his birth dream. Gati means movement and Sruti means memory. These are simultaneously created. You are not an ordinary person. You are cunning and smart and asking me questions out of that. You have handled the world and then come here, while others are the ordinary types. You are a great spy, trying to extract secrets in spirituality. Secrets are for development, not for publishing. Pragati means progress, and it also means movements towards somebody. Do movements towards someone else help us to understand the self? Depends who the somebody is. The somebody is a concept. No. Become free from concepts. No concepts, including the I am. The I am is Mulamaya. The I am is the primary concept, the primary illusion. Simultaneously with its birth, the primary concept itself for its sustenance created so many substances, like wheat flour and wheat products. Out of the touch of I amness arose so many concepts and various names. The primary concepts developed so many skills like Chayasastra. A Chaya expert predicts past, present, and future from the Chaya or shadow or a photograph. I am not amazed by them. Why should I be bothered? My ego is obliterated, wiped out. Although it is felt that is actually erased out. Whatever image is conceptualized by any concept, could it be honest or permanent? Anybody visiting me will be having great energy. He'd be challenging, but the moment he comes here, he will get diffused. Is it sacrilegious to describe one's teacher? Your friend will insist on you telling him. I would share with him on the level he is. It's hard to say now. There are many self-realized people, but they don't use words, only silence. They might be lying in dirt, but lying in an exalted state. Some people lying in the gutter in India may be in that state. You listen to my talks, but you don't dwell on the essence of the 5 elements. There is no destruction of the I am. Water evaporates, but it becomes plenty. Similarly, beingness, when it disappears, becomes plenty. Meditation means merging with beingness. 15th January, 1980. The birth of the gunas, qualities, the beingness, and the realm of beingness are being used, but I am not that. People salute here. Such is the quality of the sattva guna. Of the 3 accepted gunas, sattva guna is at the core of self-knowledge. Beingness is not the ultimate self-knowledge, although it has high titles like Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, the creator, preserver, and destroyer. The one who witnesses appearance and disappearance observes without eyes. Does a jnani think? For the purpose of communication, he has to use words. In reality, there is nothing? Yes. Is there a difference between feelings and emotions? The expression of emotion and feelings is the traditional outflow of the three gunas. Beingness is a guest. It will go. It is a guest of the Absolute. All your worldly knowledge is futile, yet play of the beingness, and three gunas will continue, and you are not these. When everything goes in meditation, what remains is that which prevailed prior to 10,000 years, a state which prevailed in the absence of waking, sleeping, and beingness. How to avoid going into samadhi in meditation? Don't try to restrain samadhi. It will come and go. Samadhi is the natural play of the three gunas. My guru said don't go into samadhi. Meditation means merging with beingness. Abiding in beingness is dhyana. Beingness is its own object? Yes, like gold is the object of gold. Water is the object of water. So beingness is the object of beingness. Did your guru tell you where you are meeting the knowledge I am, or at what point did you meet your beingness? It can't be answered. Only a jnani can say what ignorance is. Everything that comes and goes is ignorance. The waking and sleep states come and go. These two form the beingness. Without these three, how are you going to raise questions? No, so use them. The process of attaining pertains to the three gunas, but the destination is beyond them. The meditation, too, is not real. It's the last obstacle. The destination of meditation is real. A book will be more useful to the one who is more ignorant than another. Another writes in a grand style all about his ignorance, and the reader gets engrossed. Did you ever see the moon and all before the appearance of the beingness, Brahma, or this illusion? Although the I am is ample in plenty, it is an illusion that induces multiplicity. This manifest world is a dynamic play of the five elements, and there is no scope for an individual. Just as a diamond radiates from all sides, similarly, in deep meditation you will realize that you are this entire manifestation. Leela, a restaurant in Paris, has one light reflected in 1,000 mirrors. You will realize that the principle, the beingness itself, illumines the entire world. The world is its body. On the television, a drama goes on that is a play of light. Similarly, the manifest world is your play, the play of beingness. So, having realized this, you go into quietude. In the beingness, a number of universes are playing around. All people, including Europeans and the rest, are products of the play of the five elements. It is a beautiful play. Great incarnations have come and gone, but they have not been able to arrest this play of the five elements. One life form is food for another. Is there any change in that? There is a society for compassion to animals. They just prolong their life and make them suffer longer. Has anybody arrested creation? Has there been any progress in family planning, human or animal? No one has the authority to stop the play of the five elements. Swallow the Beingness, 16th January, 1980. In the form is the beingness. In beingness is the I love. Once you are a witness, not a thinker, how long does it take to go beyond that? Stop asking stupid questions. Out of that fluid drop has emanated the entire beingness. So where is the question of beyond? out of wetness has come spontaneously. I didn't ask for it. How this question of witnessing arose. I am telling you about what you are. You are created from the emissions, from the beingness, and this beingness is indeed despicable. Have you understood? It is your egoism that has to be thrown out. When you are a witness, you are not this or that. What is your present condition? I am telling you that. I indicate labels attached prior to your beingness. They are not real, only indicative. Beingness is a witness, so I ask. Witnessing at level of beingness relates to the express gross world. I am telling you how beingness emanated. People are carried away by miracles, but the greatest miracle is the beingness. The entire world is an expression of it. I am explaining my condition. What am I? Simultaneously with the world, I got my form that is the biggest miracle. After I met my guru, I have only been investigating only myself. I paid no attention to anything else. I paid attention only to myself. My presence is the biggest factor before me. I have no need of other sages and all. My guru taught me what I am. I pondered only on that. My consciousness appeared along with my body form. My original state is to be in that state where there is no I am. I am explaining my state of affairs. From my standpoint, you must realize yourself. As the I am, you are witnessing of what? Everything is and is not. For that the beingness must be there. Then where's the question of witnessing? Witnessing what? I have indicated how incarnation takes place. Besides that fluid, what are you? So where is the question of good or bad? I can reserve my judgment about the fluid drop, wherein the whole world is contacted. It is a simple approach. How did this happen that I observe the world and I feel I am? In deep meditation, my guru indicated how this form and beingness came together, and also the world. That was indicated to me in deep meditation. Krishnamurti will never break open that shell of secrecy. He will disclose this only in private. Does the knower know himself? Yes, although what my guru said, I realized the most important is my state prior to the beingness, when beingness was not there. If the message beingness is not there, who would have witnessed this miracle? Who would have created them? It's spontaneous creation. There is no creator for the beingness. A seed sprouts and we have a plant. We say God has created, but it is all spontaneous. Out of a small seed sprouts a large banyan tree. Because of the fear of death, people worship God. It is because they have accepted death. That which is prior to beingness, is it Maharaj's conscious experience? That is the eternal state. I have talked about the conscious state where beingness is ephemeral, and I am not that. Whatever prior to that is eternal. Does Maharaj know from experience? Because I prevail prior to anything, Parabrahman or Paramatman are my titles prior to consciousness. In that state, I have no association of anything. Is this true for all? Some know while others know not? I am not concerned with others. Who else could be except I? When you swallow the beingness, whatever remains is that state. I have no associations in that state. I am alone in that state. Alone without words, prior to words. There was a sentence, I am alone, let me be many. This is Maya. Didn't you feel lonely in Parabrahman? This sentence occurred when beingness appeared, when there was vibration. I reject the Upanishads. They do teach profoundly, but they don't touch me. Upanishad means get out. Whatever is written in the name of philosophy, the raw material used is nothing but ignorance. The three gunas are the emotions, and they are not the truth. This great fraud, this fraudulent world is created from the spit. They, people, are instinctively ashamed. That's why they want to hide it, the private parts. Considering this aspect, how can you have an ego? It is a most despicable state, wherefrom emanated and where to proceeding. From nowhere to nowhere. That fluid, would you care to show the public? Dancing girls have boyfriends in every village. One such girl came across a great man, and she lost her identity to him. With this great one, she had no identity. On meeting him, all the sins of her past births were burnt to ashes. Kabir said that he recited the sacred name millions of times. He did penance, but there was no realization until he met a perfect guru, who threw him beyond all worlds into perfection. The beingness is not true. The world, too, is not true. It's just an expression of the unwanted beingness. How can anyone attain peace by mere experience? All experiences are false. Is there anyone who has led the I am to quietude by recourse to experiences? You can go into quietude only when the beingness is fully satisfied and forgets itself. For only in non-beingness lies peace. Body identity is an illusion. 17th January, 1980. Krishnamurti talks about the total manifestation, while I point out that which brought the manifest into existence. Whatever is being done, if you think you are the doer, it's the vanity in you. Krishnamurti is not a person. He is in that state which I describe. The Supreme Being is in everyone. A jnani accepts this. Only one in a million will realize it. Intellectual experiences apart, most people only want some benefit through the body. Instead of only deriving benefit through the body, stabilize in yourself. If your true identity is not realized, you will die with the body identity and name. The knowledge I am is the very center. From where do you experience the manifest world in body? Is it not because of the center? If the center I am did not exist, would you experience the body? Give up the identity that you are a woman. Attachment to male or female forms is itself an illusion. Intellectually, I know that femininity is an illusion, but the predicament is that I am separate, and yet, once you understand, then you are not caught up in the predicament. You are liberated. The I am is temporary in the infinite. 16th January, 1980. Ramana Maharshi has spoken about the grace of the Guru. What would your Maharaj say about it? In India, grace of the Guru is of great importance. Grace is always there. It depends on the disciple. He benefits according to his own beliefs. In the scriptures, the Guru has been mentioned as the supreme reality. So the disciple worships the Guru. Krishnamurti says Guru is not necessary. He is also right. Note, there are the so-called gurus, but Maharaj is the absolute. There are gurus who may be cheats. Among them there is a competition for disciples. But you can understand the ratio. In 10 million, there is one rare possibility of a guru. and most of them are inaccessible. They are not interested in imparting knowledge. My everlasting property is my guru, the Sadguru. All else is perishable in the realm of the 5 elements. So many dissolutions of universes and chaos have occurred, but my guru is not affected. Whatever the disciple understands the guru to be, he becomes that. The difference vanishes. They become one. In the first meeting, the guru says, "You are not the body or name. As long as you are without these, you are the reality. My existence is of no use to me. I have become useless from my point of view, and I am beyond concepts now. People receive the concepts they like, and accordingly they would benefit." Note, he doesn't like to talk. If there is a question, he will answer. Earlier, he used to create problems and solve them. Now he has no interest. He will talk from the point of view of what he understands the questions to be. Any questions still based on "I am the body" idea will not be answered. The identification with the body is death. Identify with the knowledge I am, and there will be no death. But people still cling to the body. Does he consider I amness to be similar to realization? The I am consciousness is the advertisement of the Absolute. The Absolute is unknown. What you call Iswara, Brahma, and so forth are hoardings of the Absolute. The one who is free of I amness is a jnani. It is not necessary to be free from the I am touch for the jnani. The self-realized state is subtler than space. The jnani has transcended consciousness. One who has no waking, sleeping, and beingness is a jnani. Just as Paul Brunton gave publicity to Ramana Maharshi, similarly, Iswara or Brahma is the publicity department of the Absolute. 2 men are walking on the street, one free of I amness, another self-realized. Self-realized means a firm conviction of the ultimate knowledge of the self. Then there is no deviation from the Absolute. What is the process of self-realization? The first one is a seeker. Once the conviction about the self is there, you are on the other side. Do you commit suicide with a concept or spontaneously? Suicide is self-inflicted. Do you commit suicide spontaneously? In the true eternal state, no proof is called for unreality. In unreality, you seek a proof. That's the chaos of unreality. Realization can be had only in the body. The one who is disembodied and floating in heaven cannot have realization. Absolutely correct. In realization, there is no color, no design, no from. This conviction must stabilize. What happens when one dies with concepts? According to the concept, it will take concrete shape. That particular concept will take a tangible shape. When the food body dissolves, conceptualization goes with it. Whose concept dissolves? Bodies? When the jnani drops his body, he has transcended beingness. If a person is involved in the concept of beingness, then the touch of I amness is not dissolved. The eternal message I am, whatever it may be, that is being cooked up in the moment. The message I am, chemical, identifies with body and says, I am. A child born has no name. You give it title. John Smith has idea death that he is going to be a neutron. The I am dissolved. Now, where has the concept hung? It will be hanging about in the realm of the 5 elements. This is your concept that John Smith will enter a womb. It is all the 5 elemental play. But you said, this is a play of words. But I am presenting Nisargadatta to the world. The concept of John Smith is in the 5 elements. The one who has the itch of a concept will enjoy or suffer the image of it. What about you? The one who has no itch will not suffer. You don't move away from the self. Don't go into all that. Inquire about yourself. You have the replies. You already abide in the ultimate. Yet you ask questions. Give replies to your readers from your true standpoint. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut. I have told you you are not the chemical and its qualities, so why bother? But you are dancing to the tune of questions. You are the truth. This I amness has only appeared temporarily. I know that this manifest Brahman or cosmos is unreal, time-bound, and unstable. The message I am has spontaneously come and the root of the manifested world. The message I am caught hold of the body as its identity and suffering started. The I am happened and the world was cooked up. Even this information you got later, when the I am came into friction, recognized the body, mother, and so on. Prior to that, you did not have the message I am. You existed, but you did not know. In that non-subjective state, the subject started. In the infinite state, the I am state is temporary. Don't give up your true standpoint, otherwise you will be fooled. To whatever extent you would conduct your search, it will be in the realm of I amness. Don't retain it, I am, in memory. Then you will be happy. I know how the confluence came about between my true state and the I amness. So now, in what way am I concerned with Krishna and Arjuna? Once I came to know about the message I am, the drama was over. Shiva worshipped Rama, even when he had not incarnated. He said that Rama was Parabrahma. Rama did not know this when he was born. His guru told him. In the Parabrahman state there is no knowingness. Did Rama, the Parabrahman, know that Shiva was worshipping him? Transcend the I Am, 21st January, 1980. Who says I am the consciousness? And is it the I am consciousness that traces the question to memories? Don't just disown the body and name as you are, but see that you focus your attention on the I am, and all the questions will be answered. What prevents us from receiving grace? The quality of your faith should be intense, firm, and lasting. Is the desire to be free also that of the body-mind? No, it is not in a bodily sense. As you get identified with the I am, devoid of the body, you have only to abide in the self. Is that also desire? No, it is a very strong conviction that you are not the body-mind. Krishnamurti said that desire breeds disorder. This daily life, hard work, and study, can it be hindrance in self-knowledge? Who is asking this? I am. Catch hold of that I am only, and all obstacles will evaporate. If you correctly understand me, you will be beyond the realm of body-mind. Many a times it happens that teachings are misunderstood. Because the I am is there, these questions arise. If the I am is not there, no questions arise. In the realm of I am, anything is possible. But if I were alert enough, do you think that I would have been in this body? The jnani is the one who knows that beingness, the world, and Brahma are unreal. Having understood the I am, I transcended it and came to the conclusion that all the three entities are unreal. And then what more remains to be liquidated? The Parabrahman is without attributes, and I am Parabrahman. I am not the beingness, the world, no Brahman. The Python's Breath, 22nd January, 1980. For you all I say is dwell on the I amness, and everything would be clear to you. The rest are interested only to inquire about the world. They always want things. My direction was towards Hari, God. I wanted nothing but Hari only, and Hari himself disclosed that he is Maya, illusion. Between the deities and the Absolute, is there something indefinite, a universal mind? What is its name? It is Mahatattva, Mula Maya, primary illusion, I amness, Soham, or I am the manifest Brahman. Manifested Brahma is the I am. Whatever principle is prior to the utterance of sound, that principle proclaims by itself. What I insist is that you must stabilize in that state. The recitation of the mantra, Soham, must be for a very long time. It is prior to words. When that Soham principle is pleased, that principle, represented by these words, expounds knowledge. Is everyone to repeat Soham because you give stress on japa? The Soham japa is incessantly going on in your pulse, indicating I am. Get in tune with it by recitation. That Soham energy without words is the raw material of incarnations, and incarnations are the hoardings of the primary principle. The primordial principle is Parabrahman. Its advertisement is done by movement, the stirrings of Soham. By its movement it is praising the primordial principle. That advertising material is the Mula Maya, primary illusion. Since incarnations know they are not caught in the Mula Maya, that incarnating principle, the Mula Maya, gives knowledge to the incarnated. The sun rises out of darkness and is the source of light. It is in light and cannot see darkness. They are not acquainted with each other. Abide in the self to reside in this knowledge. That dynamic principle, Mula Maya, pervades everything in the world and is stirring. But growth is not eternal, time-bound. The dynamic growth of a 4,500 years old tree is arrested. The roots of it drew substances from the earth. So I amness drew nourishment through its food body. Whatever knowledge you have is embroiled with body. This body's sense is to be consumed, and you should dwell on I am everything. Your love is based on the I love state. This is Maya. There are a lot of forests and there are huge animals. This touch of I amness has grown into manifest world. That is the Maya principle. You must do penance with a strong determination and dwell on the touch of I amness. That I am is everything. A woman along with Paul had no parking space, so there was a problem. She said, I include it. And then there was space available for parking. The place for parking is because of the determination I am everything. The common man's devotion is that of wanting A, B, C, and so forth. It's like bargaining. They pay no attention to the eternal. The Hatha Yogis in the process of Hatha Yoga acquire siddhis, powers. So they are an attraction to the masses. But they stagnate there and there is no eternal realization. Whatever your mind revels in, therein you fall in a pit. The python's breath reaches very far. Many animals are attracted to it. Similarly, the kundalini is aroused and people fall prey to it. A man was going to Banaras. On the way in a village there was a rich widow. He got married to her and had family, and he never reached Benares. Whatever the mind revels in, therein is the pit. You never try to transcend the mind and have an attempt at eternity. Therefore, you should have sharp discrimination. The aboriginals have knowledge about the python. They carry a sickle with them, and when caught by the python, they cut him out and escape. So have discrimination to escape allurements. Yogis who have siddhis, powers, do not use them for a livelihood. Intellectual attraction, too, is like that. The knowledge of the self is of no use when collected from others. Study, understand, and realize self-knowledge on your own. When one gets fully imbibed in the knowledge I am, then knowledge sprouts in him. Although I look like you, I am not you. A person sleeping in the world of attributes dreams because of the I amness and accepts the dream body. Similarly, you take this body to be real in this world. I am in the state of attributes because of the command of my guru. Many so-called sages talk about incarnations, but I am in the absolute state. Whatever needs are there. I command the beingness to incarnate and take care. I am not affected by the world. In the world that I see, whatever happens is not happening to that principle, Parabrahman. Only to the body something might happen. That principle continues to be and has withstood dissolutions of universes. 1 in a million will listen, understand, and abide by the advice of the Guru, that you are everything. He accepts with conviction and becomes the words of the Guru. In most cases, the beingness assumes that it is a body, that it has taken shape, so one believes that he is born and will die. When there is no death and no birth, one can never be born and die. The identification with the body is so strong, like the hold of the serpent, that it is not easy to do away with it. But we are the eternal principle, and not what we appear to be. The one who knows the seed of this world, realizes that it is an illusion, sits quietly and doesn't blow a trumpet about it. In this world, if you start investigating everything, it would be mind-boggling. Once having understood it as all Maya, one becomes speechless. The crow eats the seed, and from his droppings grows a banyan tree. Even on a fortress, the roots will break out. I tell you about your seed. Consider your creation. Through what emissions has it come to be? And thus hold no pride in your individuality.